Welcome back to Robot Reviews, everyone. I'm your host, Ryan. That's my co-host, J5, holding my remote. And today, we are going to be showing you a really awesome figure from a very popular universe. This universe became popular through strategy board games, and then eventually it worked its way into video games. I particularly was a fan of the video game from PS3, and then most recently the bolt gun game that came out recently. The universe in particular is Warhammer 40,000, and the figure we're going to be looking at is none other than, can I just borrow this remote? Thank you. The Warhammer 40,000 White Stars Intercessor Space Marine from Bandai. Yeah, Bandai. Who knew, right? I didn't. I definitely did not know Bandai made Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine figures. So yeah, this is from a very, very popular strategy board game. And, you know, somebody went up to Bandai and was like, please, can you make figures out of these? And that's what they did. Unfortunately, Bandai has discontinued this line, so they're not making them anymore. This was originally released on Premium Bandai, believe it or not. So yeah, this was $100. This particular figure was $100 retail on Premium Bandai, and I only paid $87 plus the shipping and tax, $97 off eBay. It was a 100% rated seller, although that doesn't really mean much these days. And you know, it was a good deal. I saw it as a good deal because I paid technically $3 less than retail. It's still in the saran wrap. As you can see here, you know, it has never been opened. I mean, I guess you can reseal it, but I don't think anybody's opened this. I think this is a brand new figure that has never been opened, and I'm excited to open it in front of you guys. Sorry, J5, I just knocked you over there. It's really cool just to see that they made other things other than anime. I mean, they do dabble in other lines like superhero stuff, Marvel and everything like that, but for the most part, they fuck with the anime figures. So this was a nice surprise for me because McFarlane is usually the ones that are making these, right? Just wanted you guys to see again. There are other factions that they made, like the Salamanders and the Ultramarines and so on. Check them out on Second Market because you're not going to be able to, I got lost here because I'm trying to cut it on the line. You're not going to be able to get them on retail. All right, let's open this bitch up. I thought it was just one box, but this is the way it's supposed to look when you take it out. So if you want to keep it in the box, you can still window display it, which is cool because it's got the gold background, so it will reflect light like it's doing now. That's really cool. I like that. That's really dope. But I'm not a box collector. Never have been. So I'm definitely taking this out. But just so you can see what the inner box looks like, which is cool. Very cool. Now, fuck the box. I'm taking it out. With the figure, hopefully. No, don't do it. I caught the figure. I don't care about the gun. I just didn't want the figure to fall out, man. Hate it when that shit happens, bro. What's this to? I don't know, man. Now, the figure, the items that the figure came with, the accessories, basically. Holy crap. Here it is, guys. Here it is. Woo. Wow. The detail is on point. Absolutely. Like, abso-fucking-lutely. It definitely feels like a model kit. Somewhat looks like a model kit. And definitely acts like a model kit. You see that arm, how it just easily snapped off? Ah, so this is a shoulder guard. Which means that other piece is a shoulder guard. I don't like seeing how loose they come off. That's not cool. But as I said, it feels like a model kit, so I understand that. Because the model kits have that kind of that material for the plastic acrylic, if you will. I don't know. All right. Now that looks better. You know, honestly, I thought the quality would be just a little more better as far as what they used for the material of the Marine. But, you know, first impression, it's not that bad. This is still pretty cool. You know, it's just, I'm a little shocked that you know what it is? I'm too used to McFarlane. Because this thing is light. This thing is super light. It feels like a model kit too. It's not as heavy as the McFarlane ones. You know, with McFarlane, you can knock somebody out with one of those figures. But with this one, light as a feather. We're looking at about, wow, on the line, 7.5 inches tall. Not bad. And then looking at from shoulder to shoulder, a little over 4 inches wide. We'll just say over 4 inches wide and 7.5 inches tall. And there are your measurements. No, it's not fully painted, but it's the only other Warhammer figure I got. I never got to customize it yet, although I'm planning on to. That's why I shaved off the emblem here with an X-Acto blade. I still have it. It's right here. I'm planning on doing something with it, but I'm also planning on doing something with this. This is the Artist Proof Reaver from McFarlane Toys. Shout out to Killer Koki 13 for getting this to me last year. He got this for me as a gift. It was so awesome of him. Really appreciate you, bro. And yeah, this figure is way heavier than this one, okay? The weight is definitely the number one major difference here. The next major difference is that one's painted, one's not. Duh! It's taller, you know, and it's got a little bit of more detail than this one has. Like, for example, the knee here has the scratch marks and the dent marks, you know, showing that this Reaver has seen some action before, as opposed to this one right here, with the exception of the shading for the paint. This is like a brand new suit. He must be like perfect, because I ain't never seen a Space Marine with such a clean suit, yo. Not one scratch on him. The major differences here, the height and the quality of the material that they used as far as like weight and sturdiness. This is a model kit, guys. Honestly, this is a model kit that they put together that you didn't have to. I feel like I'm fucking with Figurized Standard here right now. Figurized Standard might as well just have made Space Marines, because this is it right here. Look at that. That's what I want you to see. It's not broken. It's not broken. It's just, it's like model kit status, so it's not very secure. Very sad. Very sad. Very disappointing on this figure. The quality of the detail is incredible. I love it. But honestly, this isn't a $100 figure. I already feel like I got burned as far as paying $100. This is like a $40 figure max. And even then I'm being nice, because the money I'm talking about is the paint. Remember, these figures always cost more because of the paint job. That's why these figures cost so much. The details that the paint has gone into with these figures and all that. Like, so there's shading here all over. Like, there's shading on the toes. There's shading on the buckle. There's shading underneath the chest plate here and all that. There's shading on the shoulders. So the paint work is nice. The paint work is very nice. And the decals, is that a decal? Yeah, that's a decal. It's like, that's a water, it's probably a water decal that they got on there real good. But nonetheless, this is feeling like a model kit. I do not feel like I paid for a figure that's worth $100. Especially since I fucked with the model kits for so long, you know? But that's my opinion. It is what it is. I still like it as a figure. I still like it the way it looks. I like it the way it looks. I still like the way it looks. I still need to learn how to speak. But it's just a little disappointing quality-wise. Like, I feel like I'm going to break it. And this feels like I'm going to break somebody's head with it. So that's a major difference right there. The articulation on this guy isn't too bad. It's not great either. It's very like clunky, and I guess that's okay for a Space Marine. He is in all the, I mean, I can get him in all the positions that he would be in if he was like in his jetpack, or if he was just slamming a hammer down. I'm pretty sure I can do that, but for the most part, this is very model kit status quo. You got this clicky, cracking articulation in the knee. can't stand it. I know a lot of y'all can't either. I'm sorry. Just it's for the purpose of the review, yo. Not breaking though, so that's good. I think if enough pressure, you could definitely snap these by accident. You definitely want to be careful with these because these are on the level of, yeah, model kits. So they'll snap easy if you're not careful. Your shoulders have somewhat range, but limited still. Like, it just goes all the way around, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can get some coming outward a little bit, but not too much. Just enough to make it look good in pictures, I guess. I mean, these guys aren't that crazy articulated, but they do articulate. You know, they do things. They be moving their arms around. They're pretty fast on their feet for freaking Space Marines and giant power suits, if you will. It's just freaking crazy, man. For the arms, it's like, it's ridiculous. You see this every time I try to articulate. So you gotta like really be careful when you articulate. There is a double hinge in there. It's just, I don't know how you're gonna get that other hinge to articulate. Is that an illusion hinge? I don't know. I don't know, man. I just took the whole thing apart to do it and it still won't work. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, that's weird. There's another hinge in there and there's nothing you can do about it. That's not bending. And I don't want to do it anymore because I feel like it's going to snap. So, wah wah. I like the Bandai sword better. But I wish it was just a little longer. Like the McFarlane Toys one. But they both look good, to be honest. I don't really mind the handlebars being different at all. They both look good to me. I like them both. If I had to pick one, oof, that's hard. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to pick. I want them both mixed together. I want this look, but with this length. Isn't that what she said? We got the packs, the power packs here. These are what supply the energy to the suits. These are like little nuclear factories, okay? Like, these little things, if they explode, you don't want to be around, okay? But these things are definitely powering their suits. And I like them both. I really like them both. And I like how there's touches here. Like, look, this articulates. So that's awesome. I love this pack, this power pack, more than I love this one. Because look, this one, it don't articulate. It could have, but they don't. But they made it like, I don't know, like it's not, maybe it is exact and I just can't tell. This one looks a little more turned upward and this one a little more downward. But I think that's just me eyes. I don't know why I see things like that sometimes, but I do. I don't know why I do accents so badly too, but I do. I like this one better. I really do. And I guess because it's painted, I don't know, it's got shading on it too, but whatever it is, I like it better. The guns here. The guns! Look at these guns, yo. Now, this is the grapple hook gun. I forget what this is called, to be honest with you. But it looks like Batman's grapple gun. Alright? It's got to be something like that. And then this is the bolt action rifle right here. You can never forget this. You played any freaking Space Marines game ever. This is the gun. This is the gun right here. This is the standard issue. You do not want to be in the line of fire of this gun. This is not your ordinary machine gun. This would blow the head off like, I don't know, Galactus? You know what I mean? Like, this is a serious gun. This is a serious gun. There's a lot of Marvel fans going, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. You're going a little too far with that. Yo, man. Space Marines is deep. However deep Marvel is, Space Marines, a zillion times deeper. If you don't believe me, go ahead and I dare you to try to get into Space Marines if you're not into it, because you're gonna be there a while learning things. Artist Proof Reaver, he came with a stand, a Warhammer 40,000 stand with a little nub there for his foot, and that's about it. That's all he came with. The Bandai one did not come with a stand, but what it did come with that the Reaver did not, which I was always saying I wish they did, is hands, extra hands. We got 2 extra sets of hands here. We have the open palm saying hi or shaking hands or slap me some skin. Yo, 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 how you doing? You know, pass the weed real fast, yo. Like, I don't know. I'm stupid. Man, I can see the fingerprints in that, right? That's not fingerprints. Those are the lines of the glove. I can't tell now. They kind of look like fingerprints. Look at my fingerprints and then look at that. Come on. Then we got these gripping hands, which are awesome because these are going to be gripping the gun or the blade. But neither of my Space Marines came with chainswords, and that's like the biggest, not the biggest, but it's like probably the most famous weapon that they use besides the bolt action rifle, right? The bolt rifle or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I guess that's all right. It is what it is. It's just a little disappointing. I wanted a freaking chainsaw. Here's one more comparison for you guys. Raphael from the TMNT 1990 movie from NECA next to the Bandai White Scars Intercessor. So yeah, he's a little shorter, just a little bit. He's about the same height as the shoulder guards. All right. Yeah, more or less, he's about the same height as that. Let's put his jetpack on. All right, looks good. You know, for the model kit quality that it is, it still looks really good. You know, like it's gonna look great in a display case. So I'm not mad about it at all. And then I know some of y'all who watch me are like, display case, where are you gonna put this, bro? You don't collect Space Marines. Well, you'll see. I just wanted to see if this comes on and off or not. And it does. So that's good. I like that. I'll put it back on. Just for shits and giggles. It fucked with the balance a little bit because of the weight of the pack. There we go. As long as he looks good holding the gun, I don't care, y'all. I don't care. The hands, they're rubbery plastic, so that's good. You want that so you can like fit this in the gun easy. Well, I got it. I got what I wanted, right? But then the hand popped out. I gotta get the other hand back. Okay, and then goes the fucking arm. So let's just do it like this. This might be the better way to do it, ladies and gents. And don't fight it. Just go with it. That position, that's not happening. I can't get that. I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit and make it look like I'm getting it, but not. Damn, he looks good holding the bolt rifle. The bolter. The bolt gun. The bolt action rifle, whatever you want to call it. He looks good holding the gun. He looks really good. You know, model kit quality aside, this is actually a pretty dope looking figure. You know, articulating it, you get a little scared, but looking at it, ooh, looks good. Looks really, really good. Look at that, man. Ooh. Oh my God. You know, it just, I like it. Is it worth $100? No, absolutely not. But this is still pretty dope. Absolutely. I just wish they came out with the actual model kits so we can build them ourselves. I would have messed with that. I wouldn't have minded that. And here he is with the knife in the hand. You know, I never got to tell you guys, this freaking Space Marines, man, they are genetically enhanced soldiers. You know, they got freaking like 19 implants / organs that amplify their abilities. These fuckers can spit acid and have night vision and freaking their aging process is like completely halted. They got 2 hearts and absorb info through taste and smell. I can go on and on. This gets pretty fucking deep with these guys. Not to mention the power armor and how amazing this power armor is. These are the Emperor's super enhanced, genetically enhanced super soldiers, you know. And the White Scars, they're particularly known for speed tactics. Like, they're really fast. Really fast. They're known to get shit done. They're also known for having an unusual large amount of land vehicles, specifically the bikes. They're bikers. These are biker freaking Space Marines. So, Yeah, man. These are a pretty cool faction. I mean, I never really got into that kind of like level of Space Marines. I never did the game boarding strategy bit. I never painted them, at least not yet. But I did play the PS3 game Warhammer 40K Space Marines a lot. So anything that has to do with that game, or like the weapons that are in that game and the shit you do in that game, I'm knowledgeable of. Factions and stuff like that, I'm still learning. And I like the White Scars. They're pretty cool. You know, they have to initiate themselves by scarring their eyes, like this side here, their right eye, to, like, you know, become part of the group, part of the gang, yo. Have something to talk about. My final verdict on this figure, because I don't really do that at all. I'm not a final verdict kind of person, but if you can't tell by the way I talk about the figure, then, you know, what are you doing here? And honestly, this is a dope figure. I like it, but it's model kit status. So that being said, if you're not into that, don't get it. Otherwise, this is pretty dope for the collection, especially if you're a Space Marines collector, a Warhammer 40K collector specifically. This is just so cool. I wish this arm articulated better. And, you know, I wish it wasn't so flimsy material. Other than that, this is pretty dope. Very well painted. Decent articulation. That still drives me nuts. Oh, Jesus Lord. That clicking, cracking. But, you know, the weapons look good. The paint looks good. So I'm happy with it. But we can make this look better, I think. Space Marine. Warhammer 40K, John Hammond. Yeah, man. How cool does that look? I think his head scale just matches perfectly. Just imagine John Hammond as a freaking Space Marine, bro. What the hell am I smoking? It's some good shit, trust me. We're gonna just pretend that Raphael is a Space Marine, okay? I think that fits the scale really well. Raphael Space Marine, baby. You know, I'm a kit basher. That's my customizing. So I thought maybe I could find the right faction for Raphael, and I think this is the faction for him, man. Maybe because it's just the color scheme. I don't know, but I like it. I like it a lot, but it's missing something. It's missing something. Let's give it a little touch here. Let's give it a little extra touch here. Let's take a sticker here. Customizing right here in front of y'all. And let's just place it right there. We don't want it completely like level. We want it angled a little bit. No, that's too far to the left. Let's try to center it. It's too far up top. I think right here ought to do it. Okay. I ain't no Space Marine collector. I am a lover of the game, but I'm a TMNT collector foremost before anything else, also with Jurassic Park as well and other things as well. But anyway, main thing, TMNT. And that being said, this is going to be a TMNT Space Marine. You just saw an early preview of what I'm going to continue doing and finish up for next weekend. Next Sunday, you're going to see the completed version of my custom Warhammer 40K Space Marine Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Huh? Yep. Oh, shit. I got to fucking deal with this shit, too. This freaking removing arm. But yeah, this is going to be it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned till next weekend. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And yeah, I will see you next Sunday with my Warhammer Space Marine. Enjoy the music video if there is one. Peace, peace, your mother.